Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ash. So today we're going to be doing some work on Speed Buggy. Wheel's pretty tight. Why is that so tight? Either way, doesn't matter. But yeah, we're going to be doing some work on Speed Buggy. Last time we had her out, actually we didn't get any footage of this when it was actually out last. We had it out at Tiny Tires RC, their on-road trail. So we did that with them. We brought this bad boy out and it was doing some serious speed. It was really nice, performing really well. Got a good views. People really liked it. It was decent. Problem was, I didn't even put it on 4S when we were out there. I was on 3S and I basically had it full throttle pinned out and going down a nice stretch, but I didn't notice there was like a little speed bump there. So it hit the speed bump, and once it hit the speed bump going at that speed, it just flipped and bounced all over the place, and the ESC came off and whatever. I already sticked it back down and whatever when we were out there. But what happened was the axle, the drive shaft snapped. Well, this is one of them, but basically it snapped right here, right on that little spot right there is where it snapped the first time, and it just popped right out. So then we were three-wheel for a little bit, and then of course eventually this side came loose and it dropped the arm, and then once the arm dropped, it just shot the drive shaft out, and then it was front-wheel drive. So, but yeah, once we got it home, I did also notice that this shock gave out. It dropped the seal, so then all the fluid came out and everything, so this was just spring weight. I did notice this wheel was bouncing all over the place after the crash. I just didn't really take an in-depth look to see that the shock actually gave way. So I'm just gonna rebuild the shock. I might end up rebuilding all the shocks. We'll see, because I already have the stuff for it. It's not a big deal. Nothing actually broke when coming to the shocks. The cap just gave way, hopefully. Once I actually do take everything apart, I'll know if the cap is still good, if I can still screw it up or use it. If not, I do have a whole nother set, same sizes, front and back. They're just a different color. So, but more than likely these are still good. It has dropped the shock before in a crash, and all I have to do is just screw it back up. So, should be alright. But the main thing that we're going to be doing today is we're going to put in these Hobby Park drive shafts and hubs, you guys can see there. So we're gonna install all four all the way around, also changing the hubs because I'm pretty sure a few of these are bent, especially after the last crash it had, because it flipped like this direction over and over and over. Like, it was so bad. I swear it wasn't gonna stop flipping. It was going so fast. I wish I got it on camera, but I wasn't planning all of that stuff, so yeah, we missed that one on camera. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and rebuild it, slap all these stuff back in, and rebuild these shocks. Change the fluid in these, probably make them a little bit stiffer, so it produces, a little bit better. Nothing as crazy as like in my crawler shocks, but definitely a little bit thicker would be nice, so we're gonna try that out. So stay tuned. We are gonna go ahead, strip these down, see if we can get these to fit in. Let me see if there's a part number on here for you guys. There you go. There's your part number there. Hope you guys can see that. So X-Seed replacement, SP X-Seed replacement, dog bones. So there you are. Hobby Park, check them out. So let me go ahead and get this. I'm gonna start taking these apart, popping everything out, and then I'll get back to you guys when I get one in. These ones, oh by the way, these ones are just a slight bit longer than these ones, because I did notice I had a lot of slap. So hopefully with this, it will be very minimal. It should be only like a very small, So we'll see how that goes, and I'll get back to you guys. So, alright guys, so we got this basically done. Go ahead and pop this off real quick. I did clean her up, as you guys can see. So I did get the front shafts installed. They do give me pretty good distance travel, I am bottoming out. I don't have much travel in the front. That's how this vehicle is set up. So from here, normal ride height, to here is on the ground. So not that much, but it works really well. So in the back though, they were too long for the back. So as you can see, the back ones, they still have just a little bit of play. But when you put the bigger ones in, they send the camber for the wheel like this basically, which is like just ridiculous. So, and when you try to tighten it in, it locks in on the drive shaft, and then you have no suspension travel. Like how it's nice and smooth right here, it was like you had to like force it to go down, and like it just didn't work for the back. So just a heads up for you guys. Where are they? Yeah, they are. Yeah, just a heads up. They do work in the front with this setup, I should say. This is heavily modified, so these would fit a normal XSTR, no problem, with the full lift up, and because this is slammed straight to the ground, as you guys can see. That's my travel before I hit the ground. That is not normal for these XSTRs, so just keep that in mind if you do try to do a setup like this. That is what you're gonna run into. If you have everything stock and you just want some bigger, hardened steel drive shafts with the hubs, there you go, hobby part. And like before in the video, there is the part number. But yeah, so with all that said, it does work. We have no problems. We had to end up running the hubs and the drive shafts that we had in the back. In the front, sorry. So sorry, the drive shafts that were in the front, we're running in the back, and the hubs that we had on the back, we just had to leave them on. Because for some reason they didn't mesh well with the hubs. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't the problem. The hubs for these carriers here, these carriers, I'm not exactly sure what this carrier is from. It is not from an XSTR. I have no idea. I just found something that would basically match up, and it was just in my parts box. I can't even remember what these came off of. So with these, they don't fit these the stock hub form. So obviously it fits the front, no problem, no issues, because these are just stock ones. But good news, I ordered a bunch of parts with Chris House RC, so we're gonna get like a bunch of stuff. So we're getting arms, we're getting the original hubs front and back, arms for the front, arms for the back. I think we're getting replacements for these as well, because these have been through a good bit of bending back and forth. So we're gonna just try and get, and these ones are stock. We're getting some beefier ones, so hopefully they don't bend so much. And yeah, so Chris gave me a call. He already told me that all the parts are in. It really doesn't take that long with these guys. It's awesome. So I'm gonna stop by and collect all of that, and then basically rebuild this over the winter time, which is not too far around the corner. So I'll probably get like maybe another run or two out of this before this gets a full rebuild with all the parts from Chris House. And you guys will see that come back out in the summertime, fresh, everything ready to go again. Might get another set of wheels. We'll see, because these ones aren't too bad. But yeah, we'll go from there. But either way, that's that. You guys can see the meshing is still good. Everything rolls nice. We have no issues. Oh, the shocks. So I ended up just rebuilding this shock. So as you guys can see, we got shock movement again. It's not just springing all over the place. So, but what I decided not to do is change anything when it came to the weights. Because the more I thought about it, this thing is super planted the way it's set up right now. I haven't had any issues with it so far with the power range that I'm running. So if anything changes, then I will adjust that and address that when that time comes. But as it is right now, like, why change it if it's running super dead straight? Like, and then the faster this thing goes, the straighter it gets. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna change shock weights or anything like that right now. All I did was take off all my shocks, clean them up properly, make sure everything's lubed out nice in the shafts, all that stuff. I reassembled everything, and there you go. So that's the update for Speed Buggy. So the next time you guys see this, it'll be out. We're gonna carry it for its 1 or 2 last runs for because we're in fall now, so summer's basically done. So we're just gonna wait for a decently warm day, find a nice stretch and just let it rip. Hopefully we can find it on GPS as well, so we can see what kind of speeds we're actually running. But for now, we're just going off of footage, taking a look at it, see how it moves, you know, test and tune. Definitely next summer I will have a GPS, one of those ones that I can just stick into the vehicles. I have this one, the 4S build, and I have the 6S build, which with the Traxxas, which is not a modified car. They're all just upgraded parts. They're all parts that are made for the vehicle. That one's a legit build. This is a custom. I put this whole thing together basically off of an XSTR HSP chassis. So if you guys want to see more about this, see some runs, there's some videos, check out my videos. I'll probably have a few of them linked around here. So just check them out. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to see more of this. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. So the back here, I want to show you guys. Hopefully you guys can see that. So right in here, before I had the tail lights up in the wing, and they got ripped off, as you guys saw in the first speed run video of this on 4S. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to drill 2 holes, get 2 or 3, or I might just line this whole thing out because this thing moves pretty quick. I might need to really see it. So I might put like 4 lights in the back of here, red, and just screw them all into this plate here. So that way I don't have to worry about, you know, anything getting ripped off, like wires getting stripped, anything like that. I also relocated my wires, my antenna wires. So I got one running right here, as you guys can see that there. Boom, running up underneath the wing, and then I zip tied it here. Then I have another one running forward over here to the ESC, and then off to the side it's also zip tied to one of the motor wires. So that way it just keeps everything secure. And because these were getting battered every time it went backwards, like every time it hit that power flip. So those were getting battered. So I definitely had to make sure alter that after that run. Other than that, like I said, just gonna put in the lights. Honestly, I might get creative and try and stick them in this little part here. If it's possible, I'll try. If not, then hey, it is what it is. But for sure, they're gonna be on this, if anything. So yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm always doing stuff on this thing. I'm trying to make it as crazy as possible, and hopefully maybe the world's fastest XSTR running 4S. So stay tuned. Let's see what we can do.